Good morning. This is definitely what we needed in Eurovision last night. I reckon if he'd have wore glasses, we'd have got 1 point. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, quite interesting Eurovision, isn't it? I'm not going to get into it too much, but it is interesting. A middle finger, someone dressed up as a middle finger, got 3 points. It's amazing. In today's world as well, where you could argue that is quite offensive for TV. Anyway, so Eurovision. Who watched it? Good morning, Deborah. And interesting lessons from that. In that, if you really think about it, like, if you make things a bit fun, like if you look at the people who do well, politics aside, of course, people vote for who their neighbours, friends, and that's an important thing about what I'm going to go into as well. But if you make things a bit fun, and you're with like-minded people, and you're pretty good, and you get a result, you'll probably do pretty well in there. There's 3 things that are quite key in Eurovision, and you can apply them to your health and fitness and your exercise, and here's how you can do that. Now, before I go into that, I actually thought the UK's one was actually okay. I watched a video before. I don't think his live performance was as good, but anyway, I won't go into that too much. I did lose my voice, otherwise I might have been shipped in at the last minute to do a quick song, maybe one day. Anyway, if you think about exercise though here, and this is where you can get a lot of lessons from Eurovision, because if you align yourself with like-minded people, number 1, aka if you're with allies. Hello. Yep. Oh, jelly's ready. The jelly's ready. The jelly's ready.
I just put my finger in it and then it didn't go down.
Oh, amazing. That means it's ready, but probably not a breakfast, is it? No. So we'll have it in a bit.
Yeah, that could be our pudding.
Yeah, that's the plan. Jelly. There we go. Jelly is ready for tomorrow, for later. Anyway, if you think about these things in terms of, that's just real life, isn't it, in today's world? Jelly, sugar-free jelly, by the way. Loads of fruit in there. Bulk it out. This is a great little hijack of the video, but great snack, by the way. You know, when you want something a bit sweet after a meal, like, that's great. Anyway, where was I? If you think about Eurovision, what we can apply from it. If you surround yourself with like-minded people, aka, like in Eurovision, your allies, everyone votes for people who are close to each other, and friends. You can kind of see that in the trends. But if you think about that from an exercise point of view, if you're exercising with like-minded people, you're probably going to get a workout which is more specific for you, even if you're in a group, even if you're in a large group. Like, we don't do large groups, but morning, Joss. Whether you're going to a big group, whether it's following a certain way of exercise, whether it's with a community, whether it's with a friendship group, you're probably going to get on better with them as well, which means you have more things in common, which means when they share something, you're probably going to learn a lot more from it. You're going to enjoy it more. You're going to feel less. And I'm going to share Tracy's review a bit later on today, actually, about Tracy said how she's never felt judged. She didn't feel intimidated in the exercise sessions. And that's a big thing for her. She's never been to like gymming before and gyms and whatever, you know, but she's come to our outside sessions in devices, small studio sessions as well, and done some online as well. That's number 1. Number 2, let's face it, you've got to actually get some result from it. You've got to be pretty good, aka the thing that you're actually doing has to get you results. So the first one is key, like surrounding yourself with that support, that motivation, because you're more likely to do it if someone else is relying on you. If you're going to show up and you're booked into something, you're more likely to do it. That's implementation intention. That's a research-proven technique to increase your chances of doing something, aka today at this time, so say we've got a live workout at 9 a.m. today. If you're in at 9, today I will work out at 9 a.m. today. You are more likely to do it if it's in your diary, 100%. And I do it myself, and I can admit myself, I try and just get it done at the moment when I can. It would always be pushed back because I'll always put other people first. I just will. If someone rings me up and goes, yeah, oh, we're going to do this, I'll go, oh, yeah, go on then. Whereas if it's in my diary, I'm like, I just check my diary. Yeah, I've got 7 people. It just goes over my eyes. It's just filled out in the diary. I've got this time. And otherwise I'll just go, yeah, we'll do it now. Let's just do it. It's fine. So it's got to be in the diet. That's a key one. But it's also got to be getting you results. If you're not getting what you want from it, aka changing your body shape, whether it's fat loss, whether it's bone density, not that you can measure that, but it's an important thing to consider if you think that you're not getting results. Because if you're getting stronger, you are getting results here, okay? So you've got to think about the results in terms of that as well, because we often forget that, okay? Then if it's not getting you the results, you've got to think of doing something else. So we know that this is a very stereotypical thing to say, but if you look at all magazines and health stuff over the years, men told to eat more protein, do more resistance exercise, women told to run more, eat less. Two opposite ways, but we're beginning to see, and the research is showing this, that as we age, whether you're male or female, the key thing here is actually that quality of life is very much linked to muscle. Quality of life is very much linked to muscle, not to mention you're reducing your risk of disease as well. Diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and your quality of life is quite important, right? We want to be able to say yes to things, whether it's keeping up with the grandkids, kids, being able to do things with them, whether that's cycling, walking, all these things, climbing stairs, of being less breathless, all these things that come into it. And resistance exercise is going to help us with that. So if you're doing something that ticks the first box, aka you're in a group, you're doing it, that's really good. But then once you've kind of mastered that part and you're thinking, yeah, but I'm still not kind of getting what I want out of it, then we can look at the next part. Okay, can we add some more resistance work, some more muscle strengthening work into your routine? It could even be within that routine to start, before you go, after you. I know one of the ladies, she just added into her dog walk, a little bit of squatting before, a little bit of squatting afterwards. Really simple thing she can add into her routine now, and it's an actionable thing she can just apply in. And as a result of that, she's doing like hundreds of extra squats a week. She doesn't realise she's doing that much more at the time. It doesn't feel like another workout, but really she is. And those small habits start to add up. So support like-minded people. Then you've got to think about, okay, am I doing something that's actually going to benefit me more? Get those two things right, and you're more likely to stick to it for long enough to see the results that you want. Okay, and then I just want you to think about, okay, am I doing them now? What could I add into my routine to do that? A simple thing. So if you are doing walking or something like that, that's great. Could you add in some resistance exercise to that? That would have a profound effect on body shape, on longevity in terms of keeping the results that you're getting as well. And it's also a reminder that if you think about the benefits of exercise, even when the results maybe aren't going as smoothly as you would like them to go, okay? Because no one will ever ask you, oh, how's your bone density going? No, it's not a question you ask, is it? How's your bone density going with your exercise? Yeah, great. I fell over the other day, didn't break my arm. No one knows your bone density is getting better until maybe, or your strength is getting better. So maybe you did a little trip and you just caught yourself. Maybe if you wouldn't have exercised for the last year, you might have fallen over. This is really hypothetical stuff, but we know that falls, etc., as we age are quite a serious thing. Anyway, I'm going to write more in depth about, not the Eurovision, about some recent research actually around muscle, and around protein as well. And I will write a blog on this. This is on my list today, which I will share with you later. Anyway, I hope that helps. Enjoy the jelly. Will do. Great little snack, by the way. If you take two things from this, sugar-free jelly with loads of fruit involved, bulking, really good one. Two, try and add some resistance exercise before and after your walk, even if it's 5 squats, 3 squats, 1 squat. It's the small habits, the seemingly insignificant things that will add up to make a huge difference. Anyway, I will see you later. Any questions, as always, let me know. I have put together a free guide on eating out, by the way, so just to help you make better choices when eating out in terms of getting that balance right between enjoying yourself and actually getting the results that you want. That balance. If you want a copy, comment below saying eating out, and I'll send that over to you. Anyway, I'll see you later. Take care.